Hello, students. Uh, as for since last 2 days we were doing with the forest chapter, discussing all its question answers from the awareness. So today also we will do the forest, and we will discuss some more questions which are from awareness. Explain how recycling of paper helps in the conservation of forest. Now, this is a common sense that paper is made up of wood, and wood is produced from the wood of the forest tree. So to make paper, many trees has to be cut. So all of us keep on collecting old newspapers, magazine, and send them to the paper mills for recycling. Then we'll be able to save many forest trees which are about to be cut down, and thus in this way recycling can help the conservation of the forest, because ultimately the paper is obtaining from the wood pulp, and wood pulp is obtaining from the wood of the forest or the trees of the forest. So one paper recycling can recycle it by again and again. We are saving the cutting down of the trees, thereby we are saving the deforestation and help in the conservation of the forest. How do animals living in the forest help it to grow and regenerate? So, the animals which are helping the forest to grow and regenerate are basically for two ways. One is the dead animals and animal waste decay and provide the nutrient. As in the last class, also, I had told you that is the dead animals and the dead bodies, from there they are getting the nutrients which are again coming to the soil, and nutrients means they are increasing the fertility of the soil. And when the animals or insects or agent are leaving the pollen grains, or they are pollen grains into for cross pollination when fertilization, or even the self pollination when the fertilization is happening, and when their seed is formed, they are helping the dispersal of the seeds, and seeds are falling onto the forest floor, which is already been covered with the humus or the dead of the animal bodies, which are forming the nutrients, and these nutrients are adding to the fertility of the soil, and the seeds which are then fallen down, they are getting adequate adequate condition, adequate fertilization, adequate fertilizer mixed soil, so that they can grow well, and thereby these animals and living in the forest are helping the forestry to grow and regenerate. Next is the state the reason for the large scale cutting down of the forest trees. So this is very common, that is we are cutting down the forest trees for firewood, for making down the paper, for getting the timber, and also for different forest products. What are scavengers? Name any two scavengers. The scavengers are the animals which can eat the dead animals and dead bodies of the forest. And what are the example of the scavengers? These are the vultures and the crow and the hyena. All these animals are the examples of the scavengers. Now explain why there is no waste in the forest. This is an interesting fact, that the forest floor is devoid of any waste, but it does not mean any animals they don't die in the forest. So what happens after the animals are dying in the forest? They are instantly eaten up by some organisms, as well as the decomposer organisms. They decompose the dead plant and material and animal waste, they into the mineral, into the salt, into the water, and into carbon dioxide. Now these animals, dead animals, are eaten up, and the materials present in the dead plants and animals and animal wastes are recycled. So therefore there they don't I mean there doesn't remain any waste in the forest. So all the waste are already being taken up by those animals and the decomposers. What is the importance of humus in the forest? The humus, what do you mean by humus? Exactly. The humus means the fertile soil or the black soil which is present in the forest floor. The humus, they contain the mineral salts such as which are acting as a plant nutrient. They contain lot of mineral soil. They contain lot of these soils are very much fertile. So they are acting as a plant nutrient when it gets mixed up with the soil. Then from the soil these nutrients are again absorbed by roots of the living plants, and so the importance of the humus to the soil is that it provides the nutrient to the growing crops. And obviously you know that is nutrient is so very much essential for the growth of the plant because it is the food of the plant. So the humus, as it gives the nutrient to the soil, so definitely humus is very much important in the soil environment. So far we had discussed some questions on from the chapter forest. So I hope my the discussion this chapter is clear to you. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. And as a homework, I had given the MCQ question also. Please complete the homework and submit in my account. All of you stay safe. Thank you.